Okay, today is March 10th, 2026, time is now 7 p.m. This will be the monthly meeting for Burlington Town Council. Those present are Jared Coles and myself, Kevin Hammond. We'll go ahead and open this meeting, and first is going to be approval of minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Jared makes a motion to approve the minutes. I will second that motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. The second on the agenda is payment of claims. I'll make a motion we play the town and sewage claims.
Second.
Made the motion, Jared made the second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Next on the agenda will be the Burlington Town Marshal's report.
I'll say right through here.
You didn't want to put it in here. I'll make a motion to accept the town marshal report.
Second.
I make the motion, Jared seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next will be town employee Steve.
Well, I got NDOT to agree with me on the project out there on 22, so there we don't have to move our sewer line.
They finally agreed to it.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked.
Yeah. I was arguing with them pretty good,
That's good. Way to stand up.
and so you can pay me what I say the town if you want. That's fine. Like I said,
Send you a check.
yeah. We got our flow meters put in at the plant. Got that all hooked up and ready to go. We had to change the pump out on the Cutler Road. What's it been last Friday. And so I'm gonna order a couple pumps. So I have some spares.
Is there anything we can put on there? Just to catch it before it gets to the pump?
And you can't really slow the flow down. It'll just plug up in the screen.
No, that's true too.
Yeah. But yeah, them flushable wipes again, they're pump up. And we're gonna send out some letters because there's just 11 houses on that one.
Right.
So we're gonna do that, see if that'll help. Let's see what else is there. and like I said, I'm gonna get a couple pumps ordered, so we have spares, but I'm out of spares now, so.
No, that's fine.
And, I'll probably just deal with that same company, so I can get the same thing, so it'll match up.
A lot easier that way.
Yeah.
Howdy, howdy. How are you, sir?
Other than that, I think that's about it.
Are we doing limb pickup or anything?
Yeah, I won't be until April.
April, first week of April?
What we decided first of May.
Well, if it's for April, probably should be done, because then I'll get that out in the April sewage bills, which will be the end of this month.
Right.
I don't know, set a date yet, or look at the dates.
I think last year it was around the 18th or 19th or something like that.
Stick pickup was, then the dumpsters the first of May.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we can.
I don't put you on the spot, but I just knew it was coming up.
Yeah, it was coming up too, I didn't think it was, I think it was next month, or the month after that.
You still have your part-time help?
Well, I don't know, since he's working over at the jail, I guess. So,
Oh, he got on with the jail?
well, that's what I heard.
Okay.
But if you can believe it or not, I don't know.
Right.
I'd say either the 17th or the 24th of April for the stick pickup, could be either one. Doesn't matter to me. You wanna do it later in the month, like the 24th?
We can, it's whatever works best
We'll
for
just
you.
say April 24th.
Might have to do it tomorrow after 9.
That's supposed to say me.
It looks like everything's going north.
Yeah.
So the
But when,
24th.
you wanna do the dumpsters now or wait till the next meeting?
Just see if they're available.
Yeah, I'll have to call them.
I'm gonna say,
You guys get the dumpsters through?
Walmart.
Okay.
it was, gave us a pretty good deal.
Yeah, they usually do pretty good.
So if, are you looking for like the 1st and 2nd of May or?
Yeah, one of them on Friday.
Right.
Cause they'll be full by Friday evening if they bring it Friday morning.
Okay. So you'll check on the availability and?
Yeah,
we should
I'll
be
check
able-
with them and see
We should be able
if
to vote on that
one of
next
them
month.
days would work,
Okay.
then I'll let you guys know.
Jamie, are you here for anybody? Okay, we'll move on to our guest, Larry Hayes.
I'm Larry Hayes. Nice to see everyone here. I used to be around the town a little more than I have been lately when I had the antique store down there. Now the building's a lot happier than it was then. I own the bank. I've been trying to sell it with no success. And the price, I kept lowering and lowering to the point where it's just too good a building to sell for any less. So I'm trying to think of what I can do to generate some income. The ATM has been beneficial to me, but it needs a little more than that to even break even. So I thought about putting some storage units across the west property here in back of the building. 26 is out, or 29 is out here. So I'm 25 feet set back on the end here from the side street, 5 feet off the property line, or off the alley, and 5 feet off of this property line. And I still end up with a 20 by 100 building with 10 units. The building would be constructed as a pole barn. There's the drawings of what it would look like. Seen a million of them, but. So I wanted to ask permission to do that, or at least start the process of gaining permission. Then while I'm here, I wanted to talk about the rest of the building, what I can do with it. So, if I can't sell it, I gotta figure out something to do with it. I'm gonna try leasing it next. And I'm trying to make the rent attractive so that somebody would come in. Mexican restaurant would be great for you guys and for me. And I've even gone to a Mexican restaurant and tried to explain to them the opportunity out here.
Right.
But nobody's got any money to go out on a venture right now. So I thought about, I mean, I've had people say, put 2 or 3 condos in there. And I wanted to know what, I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, but, or obviously I'm not gonna do it without your permission, but I wanted to see how you felt about it. I wanted to see what my options are, what I can do with the building.
Is that zone commercial?
That's what I was gonna ask,
It
see if
is.
zone.
I talked to Mike today, and it was my understanding, I don't know that you can do residential with that.
You say what?
I talked to Mike, the area plan commissioner. He said he talked to you.
Oh, yeah, over in Delphi.
Over in
Yeah, I've been over
Delphi.
there.
Because I was asking him about the zoning questions for tonight, and I thought I don't know about any residential units going in there,
Okay.
because it's being zoned commercial,
Yeah.
but I would say that would be,
That's, I mean, you could get it rezoned, but that's not technically.
What, you say?
You can try to get it rezoned,
Yeah.
but you would have to, then you would have to have a split, because you'd have both. You would have stored residential, and then the storage units would be commercial.
Oh, yeah.
So you would have to, that's
It's
something.
complicated.
Could be, yes.
Yeah.
Is that on one parcel, Larry?
Well, I really don't want to put apartments in there.
No, I'm just
trying to
saying,
think of anything.
I'm just saying it's still possible to do, it's just, there's a lot of steps you would have to go through to get it done, yes.
I visit the Mexican restaurant over there in Galveston.
Yeah,
I probably eat there 2 to 3 times a week.
do you?
They've got one that's up north. You know where that's at?
One up north?
Yeah.
No.
I don't remember, maybe Wabash, maybe.
Okay.
Have you tried talking to them?
What's the name of it?
I can't remember the owner's name, but I talked to the 2 guys that basically run that one, and I've told them numerous times, like it would be a great location to have that.
Yeah, everybody wants one here.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
Eat there 2 or 3 times a week here.
Yeah, because the realtors that I had list the place, I think came and talked to you guys for a consensus of what spelling could be. Yeah, Scott, and the vote was Mexican restaurant,
Yeah.
so.
Hey, Larry?
Yeah.
Is that all one parcel down there?
Huh?
Is that all one parcel?
There's 5 lots there,
Or
but it's,
that might make a difference on the zoning.
Could make it a lot easier to get it
Yeah.
rezoned, yeah.
yeah, there's 5 lots. I'm not sure how they're arranged, but there are 5 lots. So, for starters, I wanted to see if we could get permission to do this building. And then, I've already mentioned other possibilities with the bank building. Last but not least is climatized storage.
Right, Scott had mentioned that.
That way it's still a commercial building and can
Right.
be emptied out and put back into service at a later date. Nothing's changed,
For sure.
Of course, the same with this apartment, you could tear everything out too, but, I noticed there's already a lot of storage units down here, but I sort of took inventory of them. I only saw 4 or 5 of them without padlocks, so there's still a need, so.
Well,
I mean, it's got a great big dry basement, like a 12-foot ceiling. It's a heck, I don't know if you've ever been in them, but it's a heck of a building.
yeah,
Plus, you got a vault. Somebody got a gun collection,
Yep.
Those shelves down in the basement there, I built those.
Huh?
Those shelves in the basement, I built all
They're all gone.
those. Yeah. That's too bad.
I had,
All down there.
I had the building abated, and they tore everything out of there. Nothing's left. Because there was a mold issue in there from when it sat empty and the water, there was a bunch of carpet and stuff down in the basement, it got wet, nobody ever took it out.
check on that.
So it cost a fortune, but I had the building abated. so they took the shelves.
Man,
Those guys loved.
that's why we built the
all them
shelves.
1x12s.
It
I
all
didn't have
worked.
time to mess with it, so I let them have it. They took all them file cabinets out of the basement and all that stuff that was down there, yeah. So, I want to see if we can get permission to build the storage units. I wanted to see if I could put climatized storage in the building, that's one option. Leasing the building out is another, the next thing I'm gonna try, take the for sale sign down, put a lease sign. The way we got the Painted Pony building going is we gave the church a real low rate, got them in there, got them started, and that's what I would do here too. Just because anything,
Right.
just to get it up and running. I'd make it real attractive for somebody. And then do that for a few years until they got going and then adjust the rent then. So, and I'm open to any other suggestions.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as it falls in the zoning, I have no problems with you putting the storage units in there.
This, okay.
And then
You
whatever
can-
you do with the building, as long as it falls into the zoning, again, I would love to see a business go in there.
Yeah.
Love to see a restaurant go in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
that'd be ideal
yeah,
for the town and the building.
right. So,
And somebody would do really good, you know? I think. So I'm not gonna do anything any more than this right now. And I'm just throwing out some ideas here to see how you feel about it.
That's how I feel. I
Okay.
don't know how you feel,
I'm fine with that.
So kind of, the apartment idea would be something that could happen with a lot of work.
but yes.
The climatized storage could happen.
It's already zoned for
Yeah.
commercial, so.
Okay. And leasing it out to whatever the business would be, would probably be presented to you guys anyway.
But it's still zoned commercial, so you'd still be fine with
Yeah.
that, so.
Okay. Another option, just to keep the rent down, would be to divide the building and have two units in it. That would be okay too, right? Okay. And I did get a building permit for this from Carroll County, so, like I said, wasn't gonna do anything until I talked to all of you.
No, as long as you follow all the steps and do everything correct, I
Okay.
have no issues with it.
Okay. You want this?
No, we don't need it.
Okay.
We trust you.
Okay, all right.
I'll keep an eye on you.
Like I said, we got Steve. He negotiates with the states.
Oh. You guys got a key to the building?
Take what building?
The bank.
No, I don't have.
Oh, I got the combination. When they moved out of there, they left all the keys to every door, marked where they go, and then even the combination.
At least that was nice of them to do that.
It was nice of them,
Yeah.
because they could have just said, hey, I'm out of here, it's your problem.
All mistake and say, it's up to you to figure it out.
I've never tried it, but I do have the combination, so. Okay, are you done with me then?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, nice seeing everybody.
Good luck to you.
See you, buddy. Okay.
See you. Yeah.
Okay. You guys have a good evening.
You too. Okay. We will move on to new business, February 2026 payroll allowance docket.
Make a motion to approve the payroll docket.
Motion by Jared, I will second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is discussion of software upgrades, which I assume is Karen.
Yes, I gave you a couple sheets.
Right.
So the company, we've been using Keystone, I think since '05, '06. And they did a major upgrade around 2017. Then they were hoping to go to cloud-based, because right now everything, I have to do backups on flash drives, and so it's on the computer. So they wanted to move to cloud-based. Well, they weren't able to do that, so they partnered with a company called BS&A. So BS&A they're the cloud platform. They're, I believe, based out of Michigan. One of the reasons I was looking, there were two main reasons, was that it would be cloud-based, so backups would be better than just the flash drives. My goal has always been, or, hopefully that people could look up their wastewater bill online and pay it if they wanted to. I was really hoping for that. But the issue is the price. So as of right now, last year, which is why I have this second page here, last year our total cost was a little under $6,500 for all of the programs. There's four programs that we have. Of course, utility is paid 100% out of the wastewater, and then I do a percentage split between the others, because they're used for both the town and the wastewater. The concerns come in with that with this new platform going up to $11,000 or $12,000, which it was $16,000, but then it went, I don't know, it gave me $11,000 or $12,000 cost, so that's an increase. You could expect about a 5% increase every year. And then, just to transfer the data over, if you look at the second page, so this isn't a full quote, because I don't think he wanted to really give a full quote unless we were really serious about this. But there's a migration cost that they're waiving until June 30th, and that's $25,000 to $30,000 to migrate everything over, and that's waived. They don't charge you that. But then he said the training cost, and you see that, is $12.25 a day with an average of 24 days. And I spoke to Jared came in one day, and I spoke to him, and he had a really good point. I mean, that's over $29,000 for training. Well, that's just for one person, because I'm a one-person office.
Right.
That just seems astronomical to me. And I know there's a lot of cities and towns that are moving this way, but for a town of 600 people, to me, that's just a tremendous amount of money.
Is your training online, or do you have to?
I think it's in person.
No.
I believe so. They are going to continue to support Keystone for approximately 7 to 10 years. So if we did nothing and we stayed with them as they are, they will support it. They would only do like required upgrades, like the state law changes, or they would do that. There are some glitches I'm experiencing now that I don't know if they would ever fix or not. They're not too bad. But I at least wanted to bring this up to you. I know, and this software seems to be very nice. I mean, it has all the bells and whistles to it.
Well, it should.
Right, but my concern is for a town of 600 people. I will say, I've heard from back in the day when they switched from paper to computer, I think some people were very much against that at that time. But I will say, having a computerized system for everything that needs to be done here is wonderful. I would not want to do it on the old notepads. I just wouldn't. To me, that would be very cumbersome.
Is that a contract you have to sign with them for so many years?
We have an annual lease agreement with Keystone. For us, it's around August.
So if they'd ever run fiber in town, you could always just go to that and not have that anymore, right?
No, that has nothing to do,
It
nothing to
anything
do,
with the fiber coming in?
no, it has nothing to do with your internet. I mean, it's internet-based,
Yeah.
but it's their cloud storage.
No, okay. It's
And then it's their program, so
Yeah.
you're paying for that.
Is there other software companies out there that we could look into?
There is one that I was thinking about, Flora utilizes them, and I did ask, and I do believe they have some online stuff, where you could pay your bill. So if, you know, we didn't go this route, then I wouldn't do it right away, but eventually we would probably have to look at another option. You know, my thinking is there has to be somebody out there who understands the needs but the budget concerns of small towns that do not have the budget to take on this and then all the other requirements that we're supposed to do based on new laws being passed. I mean, I kind of get on a little soapbox with it, but, you know, these laws or things keep getting passed, things we have to do that we have to spend money on. And so all of that adds up.
I mean, the training cost alone, you know, is $29,400. Obviously, sending you there to do that, I mean, you're gonna have to take a ton of notes, and then not to mention, you know, God forbid something happens to you or whatnot, and
I bet they send somebody here.
I would think they would send somebody here, but just like what you said, what happens? What happens
then what?
when the successor, yeah.
Is that another $29,400 for the next person, you know?
Yes, it would be.
I don't know, that blew me away when he said that. It really shocked me.
That's a lot of money a day.
Yeah, I don't understand that for training. That's just crazy.
And it felt like it was a little expensive for Keystone at the time, but nothing compared to this. And I don't know if that's the normal, I don't know if that's, you know, for a bigger office, but that's what he gave me. So that's what we have to go off of.
So essentially, we'd be paying $11,000 to $12,000 more than what we pay now.
You're at $64.90 currently.
Okay, so
That's what it was this year, and on this Excel sheet, you can see, I went back all the way to 2012, I've kept a record of what we've paid every year for
Brings
the
about
software.
$153 an hour for an 8-hour day. That's pretty good pay.
About what you make it.
Yeah, I wish. I don't even make that in a week.
Good old technology.
So if it was 12,000, it would be 5,500 more a year.
was a 5% increase for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And you can see, I mean, I kind of did a percent increase, it's gone up and down. Obviously, every year there's an increase to what we are already paying, but it's been more manageable.
Well, the thing is, you know, you wait a few more years and so it might even go up more. That's the way things are going.
Right.
Who knows?
And then in the back of my mind, I thought about that too, and then I thought, well, maybe there might be more products out there to,
More competition.
more competition.
Drive the price down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably what I would look at is look at other software companies or
Have you talked much to Flora, to them about what they use?
I don't know much about it, I just know that they've used it for years. And I know from being on the email with other clerk treasurers that there are other small towns that are having the same concerns that we are. And that was one of the things that was wonderful about Keystone is that it felt like it was a champion for the smaller units of government. So, I just at least wanted to present that to you right now, so you had some information on that.
Okay. I appreciate your looking into all that. Next up is the nuisance on Michigan Street properties.
he owns, or in the will, he got everything that was outside of the house that's on the property.
On 19 Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you that, I sent you the, yeah.
See, we just been sending that letter to that kid that, you know, who's got the houses. We thought he had everything.
So the kid has the houses, but.
Yeah, Zachary's got the houses. And then all of, everything that's outside belongs to Donald.
On 19 Michigan
On 19
only.
Michigan, which is the one I had Donald with him.
And then you have that back parcel.
Yeah, there's 3 parcels down
Oh, that's gonna confuse me. So just whatever you wanna do, send a notice to the property owner, just because he got the rights to that property, that personal property out in the yard doesn't mean nothing.
But the personal property outside the yard is part of the problem because it's
That's
sitting
all.
out there and it's junk and it
there.
needs
That's
to
what
be
we
moved.
cleaned up.
He just needs to clean it up and.
So I guess the question becomes, who do we send letters to? Do we need to send a letter to the son? Because supposedly outside of 19 Michigan, that's his stuff. And then also to the property owner or,
It's up to the property owner. I mean, you can send to both. It doesn't hurt anything, but send them both, but, it's really the property owner's responsibility.
He would be the one that would have to go to court.
Yeah. I mean, he's the one that is responsible for us, to us, as the property owner, which is Zachariah, I can't remember.
so if we ended up, let's say the letter was sent, no response was received, and then it was decided that the next step would be pursued, which we'd have to discuss that, of getting a company to come in and clean that up, and then charging them for that, then that would go to the property owner, and then if it wasn't paid, then it would go on as a lien.
Who pays the contractor?
We would. And then that's when we would have to do a bill. I'm not for sure, I don't remember if we have to quote that out, if we had to do that. I don't remember on that.
Yeah, I just read through it again. It was, he can do it in charge, or we can quote it out. It's town employees, or we can do it by public vote bid.
So would we have, because we were talking that if that would happen, it would be hired.
Okay.
So if it were hired out, how would that have to be in the newspaper, or how would that have to be done?
Yeah, just the purpose, or just like we do with any other public bid.
On the vehicles down there, do we have to have them checked if we're stolen or anything like that before we have them removed, or?
So, well, I don't know how you go about that other than run the plates. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to run the plates, so you
I
just.
don't know if they all got plates on them. There's a couple motorcycles down there.
You can run them by the VIN.
Yeah.
How do you dispose of them without the title?
That's whoever cleans it up, it's our responsibility, not ours.
They can just junk them.
Yeah.
There's places that'll take your car off your lot without a title. They'll just pull up and make it.
You know,
$200.
you got company fire dogs, you know, they'll clean up properties, but I don't know if they do vehicles.
Yeah. Well, we're way down the road on that. You know, we need to. There's quite a few steps to take before we get there.
Right.
Yes.
So, but it would be the property owners who it'd be up to him to tell his brother to get his crap out of there. But we're not responsible for that mess. We're not responsible for that debate, or that's not our tie. From the Burlingtons is tied to that property.
Okay.
And the property owner. The property owner is responsible for keeping his place clean. He may, if he lets the stuff get taken by us and we do our stuff properly, and his whatever, I don't know if they're brothers or whatever, but
His brother technically abandoned it on the property, you know, if it hadn't been cleaned up.
yeah, how long has this been going on? Like, how long has it been dead?
It's what, the third year?
Third year at least.
I don't
Oh,
know, I
jeez.
don't know if he was. I don't
See, we
remember
sent
when he
letters to
passed
Zachariah
away.
last year.
I don't remember when.
And he did come in there and start mowing out front there and done a couple of tree trims, that was about it. And now there's another truck down there, and they don't have any plates on it.
Is it for sale or is it just?
Well, there's somebody else parked that truck there, I don't know who
That
that
white one?
Yeah, I think it might be the neighbor, I think. But there's that Dodge pickup sitting there, it don't have any plates on it. Nick came over in there over the winter.
He passed away in 2023.
That's
So-
about 3 years.
But our first steps is, we were talking and that we would send a letter, we would give an extended amount of time, because we know this is not more than the 10 days. Because I think the ordinance says that you could, and then if that doesn't happen, then we would go to the second step of probably trying to then get somebody bid out to do the work. If those steps are in line with what,
Can you put all the steps that will be taken in the same letter?
well, there's this letter that he formatted that we send out. Normally what we have done is we normally do a pink slip, basically say, hey, please mow your yard, because most of the time it's mowing yards. But in this case, it's already been discussed. So we have to send a letter certified, and then I think it becomes final 10 days after service. I forget how the language is. And then after that time.
Well, yeah, within 10 days, let's say.
But we can make the time longer, because I remember reading the ordinance, it said we can extend it, I think, if we wanted to.
So I talked to the kid last fall, that Zachariah, and I asked him, I said, what's your intentions with the property? And he said, well, I'd like to sell it, but I gotta talk to the family. But he owns it.
He owns it,
Yeah.
yeah. Just sell it.
That's what I did, I mean, then whoever comes in there, they clean it up.
Yeah, you can get it top, I mean, I don't know what's got going on in his family, but technically he's the owner, so
Yeah,
legally he can sell
So if we send out the letter and we do not get any response, then is it something we can come to you and go, okay, what's the next thing we need to do, and you help us
Mhm.
get that figured out?
is that something where you just write a letter to them or something, or call them, or?
Well, the letter would have already been done.
Well, I mean, they might have a little more teeth coming from an attorney. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer,
it. I don't know either about that. People would warn me all the time.
but. Right. You mean after that 10 days, can we start looking for companies to clean it up?
Well, I'd give him more time than that, but
I mean, we can extend it to,
Well, you
30
just tell
days
them
or
10
something.
days,
Yeah.
and we give them
30
more lead.
yeah. I mean, we gave them plenty of time last year, but. But we've had a lot of complaints about rodents and I've seen where I've seen grandmas down there before. But you can't get a picture of them, they take off when you stop.
have we done one of these yet?
As far as,
Actually brought in somebody, an outside person to clean up the property?
no, always in the
Or we
past, it's
incurred
usually
bill.
him mowing and then we bill
Yeah, it's
from
just
there.
small stuff before, this is really the biggest thing we've ever had to do.
Because we had some other properties.
I don't remember what happened on Fifth Street. Did we have to get a dumpster for that?
No tires?
Yeah.
We just went in there and cleaned up what we could. All the stuff's still in the house.
That one property, that was an ordinance violation that they went through the county, that when Terry was here, that went through the county at that point. And you were involved in that, but that was the one time that happened. That was a while ago.
Good times, right? So, yeah, it's just send out the notice and
So when you see them, yeah, because I mean, just
See
need to
what
send
it
a
does.
notice and then we can see what happens.
get service. I just tried to serve it in person. Is there anybody living there?
No,
Nobody's living there.
no,
Do
you
you
had
know where
told
this
us
guy lives? Does Zachariah know where he lives?
in Delphi.
And we get service on him?
As far as what, when you normally told us to post it at the place and then also certify mail is what you'd always told us before.
Right, can we get service though, you think?
Yes.
We know where he's
If
at.
he lives in Delphi, if we got
Well,
that.
like I said, the way we got ahold of him before was through his caretaker. We
Those were
never-
the people
Yeah.
listed in the documents as the trust.
We never had a phone number for him.
But now he's an adult, right?
Right.
But I believe he still lives with them. We do not have a phone number directly for them. The caretaker, when he was a minor, that's who's paying the sewage bill and, who we've talked to one.
But the reason for the guardianship was that he was a minor,
At that time, yeah.
so it should have dropped off, but
Yeah, he graduated last year, I think.
so somebody needs to, we need to get into them, make sure that our notice has the penalties that we could assess $100 a day and all that in it.
Oh, well, I probably would just put a copy of the ordinance in there
Okay.
with that. But you're saying that you would prefer that be like physically handed to him in Delphi?
Well, at least that we have proof of service. So either physically hand it to them or that he has to sign certified mail, but a lot of times they don't sign for
I
that
got
crap.
signed for it, so. Well, just so happens our town marshal lives in Burlington, or in Delphi, so.
Wow, that helps. Yeah, if we could get him personally served, that's gonna help a lot of issues. Potential problems if we, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know last year the health department come out there and walked around the property.
Mm.
But they said they didn't see any rodents. Well, you're not gonna see any rodents when you're walking around there.
Yeah.
And it scares them off.
Pull it in my car, they're all gonna run.
Yeah, they're gone. And they didn't see any hazardous material laying around anywhere, they said. So,
So we have abandoned vehicles in high grass.
In the summer, it will
just,
be,
yeah, there's just stuff everywhere. All kinds of stuff. Just garbage. Like a camper sitting back there.
Okay. Alright. Let's start the process. See what fun we can have. Yay. Alright,
It makes some people happy.
No, we've been pretty lenient with them, I think, so.
I know,
very.
it's, yeah.
3 years is a long time.
did you want to ask them about the wipes? Remember we talked about if there's anything that can be done legally or?
No, those flushable wipes.
I don't know how you do it,
Clean
unless there's
them.
a potential of setting a trap or something off the
Well, we
end.
know it's, they gotta be one of 11 houses now on this latest one.
Is there any way to put a filter trap,
So
something?
I would say if we put a screen down in there, you're gonna be constantly down there cleaning that thing out, it just catches them. They don't deteriorate, that's the problem.
Can you catch them though, will come and know which house it's coming from, that's what I'm saying.
Uh-uh,
There's no way to put a trap to that.
cause those lines tie into the main out there, they're not always out of manhole or nothing. They just tie into the main line. So yeah, that's no way to track it.
Without that, I don't know what we can do. Put mean language in your billing.
She's
We're gonna pass the costs on to everybody,
Yeah.
if they don't rat.
She's got a mean letter typed up.
That's what I'd say, divide the cost between 11 houses and
Yeah,
somebody will,
yeah,
will speak up.
yeah, you could, yeah, at least you can pinpoint it to those 11 and send them a special letter.
We can on this one. 'cause
Yeah.
That's all.
We
it's on
recently
that
had
one.
them tell them what happened, it burned up the thing, and we will assess the equal, I think that's about fair.
She does have a letter written up for those 11 houses.
Yeah,
So, yes, we will be,
Do we need to, you have me look at it?
we will be sending a letter.
It doesn't, it just says that, just don't put them
It's
in
got my
there.
name on it.
what is it, like some kind of, just a white, like a wet wipe?
Like, do
Yeah.
wipes, yeah.
They don't deteriorate enough, and when the pump hits them, they just turn to string. Then they just start wrapping.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a mess. This was called motors. I talked to the last safety meeting I went to, talked to some guys down there in Indianapolis,
Mm-hmm.
and working with the sewer plant down there. They haul 3 triaxle loads a day out
Well, I
of that
thought you
plant.
said-
I'm just white.
Oh.
That's why I don't know why they can't get some kind of legislation going and ban them things.
Wow. Or at least they can't flush.
Right, why did they say flushable
But
on
them
them?
packages, you look at them, they say flushable wipes.
Well, they flush.
But they do flush. They need to reordered or something. I mean, it's a bad problem.
Wow. Even I didn't know that.
Yeah. And that's been, shoot, that last meeting I went to probably 8 years ago.
Hmm.
Any other miscellaneous business? Jimmy, you get it?
Just the safety on Michigan Street again. Of course, I have the perspective, I have my house on 1313. Northbound, they're going 60. The one, I mean, not all of them do,
Right.
you know, there's some people that follow the law. But if they're, the ones that are going 60, they're hitting their brakes when they come to college right on the curve there. Then they decide that's when they need to slow down. That whole stretch is supposed to be 35 miles an hour, and they're doing 60.
Yeah.
And then on down at the American House, it's not much of an issue, I don't think, down there. It's more people, I mean, somebody's gonna get hit.
Yeah, we will, I will address that with the town marshal. We need to step up some traffic.
It's just, it's a safety thing. Now, I'm walking on state property, but, you know, I walk the sidewalk, and then, of course, my house didn't have sidewalks, so I'm walking, it's dangerous. I mean, I've been here, almost 30 years, and just the last couple of years, it's gotten really bad. People just, they're on their phones, they're not paying attention.
Well, traffic's really.
And I remember I stopped in Karen's office, when was it, a couple months ago?
A little bit ago.
There was a dump truck, he was northbound, which would be south of me across, he almost hit the tree. I don't know what property that would be, like 1400 block across the road and just down. And he, the last second, overcorrected, and if there's a car in the other lane, he would have slammed into them, but he didn't. And then I'm doing this, because I was walking, and he just kept going down and slow down. And he almost head on to that truck, and that he wasn't going the speed limit either. It's just an observation, you know.
No, I agree. But that's always gonna be an issue.
Oh yeah.
I mean, unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's,
It's just gotten worse.
the traffic, I think, has gotten worse. I'd like to see how many cars are going through.
Yeah, we checked it, that been a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was 76,000.
Right.
Now I can sit on my front porch and there'll be a string where it's,
That was a month,
A month.
yeah.
there'll be like 15 minutes where everybody's doing speed limit, and next thing you know, there's a whole bunch of them just it comes in spells.
But yeah, we will address that with the town marshal. They need to pick it up a little bit, especially since it's getting warm. Anything else? I make a motion that we close this meeting.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.